It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got Breece Hall. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming #1.
It's the Black Knights and the Eagles under the lights on Monday night.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a very energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage over the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there, but we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. But yeah, that healthy team is usually the better team as well.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Monday Night Prime Time. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talents at quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Running back sent in motion. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, a run with Barkley. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A timeout now as medical staff runs out to deal with an injured player, and that's A.J. Brown, the man in question. They send a man in motion. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 34-yard line.
Another try following the sack. And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He beams one. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Black Knights need only one to take the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did. On 1st down, Hurts. The ball's out, he lost it. And it's a turnover, the defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well,
so just like all touchdowns.
After review of the play.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third. Throwing with a blitz on the way. They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Jake Camarda on to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go. 60.
Play action on 1st down. Vacates quickly left side. He's running with it. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go. Welcome back for the start of the 2nd. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They've got a first to begin the frame. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. He'll throw it yet again. Escapes. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Okay, the tempo with some hurry-up offense. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
63.
Throwing here, Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
It's a pickup of 4 yards, and that leaves them with 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now Hurts. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. On again comes Jake Camarda to punt this away. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Black Knights headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and they're going to have a first down. He's going to throw this one. Called in by Rice. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say the football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go right back to Hall. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Setting up the screen. It's inside the 10. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. 3rd time's the charm, he gets it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Fourth and goal, too good to pass up. I love this. They're going for it and the lead. Oh, wow, Brock, they're giving him a 4th and final chance. And he's in for the touchdown. The Black Knights get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence.
Running back sent in motion left. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Looking right, and he finds him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Hurts setting up to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Oh, he got free. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Hurts throwing again. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Set.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, third and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the final play of our first half. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Back to throw it. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's going to be knocked away. Time. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Black Knights and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Throwing on 3rd and long. We've got a screen to the running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Taking a deep shot, brought in inside the 20. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Black Knights grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good.
No touch it. 3 points of no touch it.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. This is ahead for about 5. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, Hurts. He's got Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. This one taken in by Kraft. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 4. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
The give on 2nd to Hall.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's a throw. Setting up the running back screen. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. Saw that screen coming, and there for the interception. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick. Down. So the defense scores, and now their offense coming out for 2 more. He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, not in my house.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Hall takes it straight ahead. Works the sideline inside the 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Completes this one to Rice. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Black Knights lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance. On 1st down, Hurts. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 13.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
He's got it at the 24. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. A nice 15-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. He'll start this one out with Hall. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down. They send a receiver in motion right. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Throwing deep. He's got it deep downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Black Knights have likely locked up the win right there. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. First down throwing for Hurts. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they face second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
No touchdown.
Blitz coming here. Hurts. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Just a couple of yards on the play. It's going to bring up fourth down.
It's 4th down.
On fourth down, Hurts. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
No touchdown.
Short side option here. He's running left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. Now this offense ready to head back out. And they're already up by 2 scores, Bronk, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 42. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Pass play coming here. Chased out to his right. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives them the first. Option give here. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Man in motion here. They go play action on first. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
No touch. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked up by the defense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. His throw is caught. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Throwing from the gun here. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Black Knights make it a 3-score game in the...
Great. Set.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Hurts now from the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Set. No touch.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
No touch. No touch.
Now Hurts. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Rolling left, buying some time. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They start the drive with Hall. And he found some running room for a nice game. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Hall once more. And he's tackled for a short gain. Another run is stopped short. Just 2 on that pickup. And now it's 4th and 1. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And some great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice game. Now, 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Black Knights are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.